Well, after a rout yesterday, calm has returned to the market, but investors continue to remain edgy over the situation on the Eurozone. The single currency has gained traction today, mostly as investors covered short positions following the Euro's worst two-day fall since the month of May. The Euro continues to be under pressure, and developments in the region are expected to chart the direction for the single currency. Right now on your screens at 1.3775, 0.5% of a gain coming in for that one. The US dollar index is trading lower ahead of the outcome of the Fed meet in the US. Right now, the dollar index has slipped and is trading around 76.98, so 77 breaching down yet again. In Asia, the South Korean won led declines as investors covered short dollar positions. The Singapore dollar, Malaysian ringgit, Thai baht, Philippine peso all traded lower against the dollar. But the rupee has bounced back, tracking recovery in the domestic stock markets and gains in the euro as well. And that's the rupee on your screens, to nearly 0.1% of a gain coming in, 49.20 on that one. Let's go across then to Satyajit Kanjilal. He is CEO ForexServe, and he joins us here in our Mumbai studios. Mr. Kanjilal, hi, welcome to the show. Let's start with what's happening in Greece first. And the referendum really came as a surprise yesterday, but the market seemed to have digested that news and actually looking forward to Fed announcement.
True. First of all, compliments of the season, Manisha, and glad to be back on the show. Yes, Greece has really shocked the market, as one would say, and I think they won, some kind of support from the parliament today. But then, obviously, it has to go for a referendum. So, which is when it will happen, one doesn't really know. And the popular opinion is that it is not a very popular thing that they're doing. So, obviously, it will get shot down. So this is the public opinion. So then you have the G20 meeting tomorrow. And with the G20 meeting looming, what they can come up with, we really don't know at this point of time. But there's a lot of wooing going on for India and China to chip in and help at this point of time. But and as I have mentioned over the months that we have spoken about the same theme, you will notice that things haven't moved. And that was the basic idea that we have always propounded, because there isn't a quick fix on this one. Somebody has to put the money on the table, and that isn't happening. So while the wranglings go on, people get nervous. They again start selling the euro, and then there's a bout of strength coming from some hope appearing. So this situation, I think, will go on. But there's one basic thing that is going to change right now in the market, is that the markets will go into easing phase. Okay. And the Bank of Australia has already, the Reserve Bank of Australia has already made that clear with their 0.5% cut. Tomorrow, the ECB might surprise with a cut. There is talk about QE3 today evening. So the market is agog at this point of time. So by and large, I think the trend will prevail, which is dollar strength.
Okay, so if the dollar is going to strengthen, that it has in last 3 sessions, up nearly 3%, where do you see euro going now? Do you think it's made its immediate bottom for the time being?
Yes, I think euro has made its immediate top for the time being at 142.50. We see that at 135 there could be some kind of immediate support, but I think that goes through.
Okay. How about the Indian rupee? Because that has been very choppy as well. We saw 1% of a decline coming in yesterday. Today, of course, has been very flat. But how would you want to play it?
I mean, if you track both the currencies, the euro and the dollar, you will find that both have been doing the tango. I mean, they've been mirror images. So I think 48.70 was the basically the kind of low for the dollar, which was in absolute mirror of the 42.50. So that peaked and this bottomed. So I think having bottomed now, there will be some give and take on the way towards 49.50 and higher again. Last time we were talking about 50, it breached 50 by 30 paisa actually. I think we'll again see 50 closer to the end of the month if the euro keeps falling, which we think is the case going into next week again.
The other currencies of the Indian markets trade, of course, are the Australian dollar, which you already pointed on. But how about the Japanese yen? After intervention, how vulnerable do you see the currency?
Well, I mean, the missing link in the market was the Japanese yen. It was not fitting in our model of analysis. Japanese yen was not really fitting. And, we borrow heavily from the Dow theory, which says that the average must confirm, and the averages were not confirming. So there was a bit of nervousness on that. But since the dollar has broken out from a kind of a range, and it has made a new high. We will go again on the empirical side of evidence to suggest that it's likely to go higher. Of course, you will argue that the Swiss had put a floor in terms of a fixed rate, but the Japanese haven't done that. But they have intervened twice, close to 76, between 75 and 76. Therefore, I think that's good enough for me. I think that will hold, and it might go towards 80 sooner than later.